Hey guys, long time no see. Sorry, I have been away from this YouTube channel for a very long time. I was studying and now I have finally graduated. I think I can put more time into YouTube, so I apologize if I have been away for so long. And if you have forgotten about me, I completely understand. But I do have some headphones that Whoa! Whoa, okay, calm down, calm down. I'm just gonna put you here. I do have some headphones that I would like to share with you guys. I didn't buy any new headphones. These headphones I've had for quite a while. I bought these, the Yamaha HPH-MT5s. As you can see that here, HPH-MT5s, back in 2017, and they are they have been neglected for a very long time. As you know, it is 2021 now, near the end of it, in fact, and I haven't I just haven't been reviewing these because I've been listening to them, but I have been putting them on the back seat. I just kind of have forgotten about them because they're just so easy to forget, and I'll go deeper into that point in a minute. Because I was abroad and I did not have all of my audio equipment with me while I was abroad. So that makes a huge difference in the way these sound and in the way that these attract you. So I haven't really seen that many reviews on these actually. I have seen the Z reviews. So thank you, Zeos, for reviewing these. But I want to go into my own personal opinion on how these perform and just what it's like to own these. So I have been listening to these a lot recently in the past few months. I have been using them extensively, whereas for the past 3 years, 3 or 4 years actually, I've just kind of been putting them in storage and not really listening to them because when I first got them, brand new, I believe I got these 2017 from Mass Drop. Yes, it was still called Mass Drop. And they were really uninspiring, unfortunately. I did not find them to be anything special. I really liked, in the past at least, I really liked the Audio Technica M40Xs. And I agree with Zeos that M40Xs are superior to the M50Xs. And I thought these would be a good replacement for them. They look very similar. And as I'll find out, they sound very similar as well. The functionality of these are also very similar to the M40Xs. I think they have just basically Yamaha has manufactured these to target the M40Xs, the M50Xs. They're the higher end of the series in the Audio Technica range. So the Yamahas, well, let's start with the build. So let's just take a look at these. They do have the detachable 2.5 millimeter jack into the 3.5 at the other end. So these are detachable, and as you can tell from my minor accident earlier in the video, they do collapse. So you can fold them and they'll be easier to transport. And also you can notice probably from just the sound that they do creak a lot. They didn't used to creak this much when I first got them, but all mechanical joints, they will begin to creak over time. And well, this one's no exception. And this one creaks a lot, and I mean a lot. You can definitely hear the creaks when you put them on your head, when you're trying to adjust them. Yeah, just by moving them slightly. Oh my gosh, the creak is ridiculous. Maybe if you just got one brand new, then this might not bother you. I'm gonna try to find out where all the creaks are coming from, and I have a small bottle of oil. I might have to oil these to make the creak go away. They do have the exposed wire from where the extensions are, and in many ways, this is extremely similar to the Audio Technica M number X series. So Whoa, again, see, they like to collapse, but they're sturdy. They are sturdy. They're not gonna break on you. They creak a lot, but they're fairly lightweight and constructed fairly well. The headband here, it's pretty soft. It's not very thick, but it's a nice faux leather, and it stood up against a test of time pretty well. Got the Yamaha logo, just not embossed, but just kind of inked on there. And yeah, they're fairly comfortable. Maybe in the beginning, the tensions, the headband tensions would be a little too tight, but I didn't find that to be the case, especially after I just put them over a box and let them extend overnight. They were really all right. Okay, so that's all. That's about all for the construction and the build quality. Let's move on immediately to the sound. So I have not tried the M40Xs extensively, and I have not tried the M50Xs extensively either, so please just take my opinion with a huge chunk of salt. But however, what I remember from listening to the M50Xs were that they were just, not as engaging, not and a little loose, in my opinion. And the soundstage was very small, and the bass wasn't nearly as punchy as I wanted it to be. Basically, what I'm talking about is a flat frequency response. So the M50Xs were not very engaging at all. It's just quite a bit boring, isn't it? But the M40, the M40Xs, they had much better bass extension, and the bass were just so much punchier. They weren't bass heavy, mind you. They were not, very boomy, bassy headphones, like in your face, in the way that it's just like the bass overpowers everything. But the M40Xs had much punchier bass without really losing the details that I was looking for. So I really like the M40Xs for the short time that I spent with them. So I've been looking for that sound, and this is a pet peeve of mine. At the time, I don't anymore, but at the time I already had too many Audio-Technica headphones, and I was thinking, I want to, reach out a little bit. I want to go to a different brand, and well, that's what I did. I went to Yamaha's. I saw these on drop, and I thought, oh well, these look a lot like the M40Xs. Let's give it a try. And if I don't like them, I can always sell them, right? So when I first got these, they sounded more like the M50Xs, the ones that I didn't like, rather than the M40Xs. So I was quite a bit disappointed at the sound of these. They were, very referenced, very flat, neutral, no coloration of the sound. And I thought the detail retrieval was not as good as the M40Xs. Mind you, I just got them brand new in 2017. So they were uninspiring, but they were not so bad that I thought about returning them. So I didn't want to return them. I didn't want to sell them. They were not so bad that I needed to get rid of them, but they were not so great that I wanted to use them on a daily basis. I didn't want to listen to music with them. I don't do any professional audio work, so I don't really need anything that is, studio reference quality of, perfectly flat frequency response. I don't really need that. I want, something that's good for listening to music, like better than most other headphones, or better than the generic the headphones that you can just buy at any electronics shop. And little did I know, these were actually it. These were it. So when I was abroad, I was using a portable DAC amp combo on a USB stick. It was, and you can check out my review for this as well. It was the Audio Quest Dragonfly Black 1.5, I believe. So that was great. The DAC amp does its job, wonderful. Nothing wrong with the DAC amp, but it didn't do this pair of headphones justice. Okay, so I listened to these headphones on that DAC amp, on that USB stick, and they were all right. they were all right, and I didn't want to listen to it too much anymore. And so now I have graduated, I've come back home, and I have, oh great, look at these. Look at my amps and my Fostex HPA4 DAC amp combo. I love these, just saying, I love these. And of course, the Audio Quest has nothing on these guys. So this really responds well. The MT5s, the Yamaha MT5s really respond well to using a better DAC, having better amplification. These really respond well to that, so that they sound completely different than when I was using the Audio Quest. The Audio Quest, they are great as a portable solution, but when you're sitting at home and you have better gear, yeah, leave the USB stick for your laptop or for your phone. When you're at home, these headphones at least require a better DAC and a better amp. So I tried these with my Nature Audio tube amp, hybrid tube amp, and well, they just opened them up. They just completely opened them up. The sound stage, the warmth, it just opened them up completely. So you can say that this is because of the tube amp, and it is. But these headphones really respond well to that kind of amplification. So that's tube amplification. That's not the best, actually. I want to go back to using solid state. So Fostex HPA4, of course, has a DAC chip inside it, and also a solid state amplifier, headphone amplifier. And that works great. It's very clean. It's very neutral. So it does bring out, it is a better DAC than the Audio Quest, that one. So it does bring out more details, and the dynamics is just wider. The soundstage might not be wider, but the dynamic is much more dynamic than just a USB stick, which, I mean, it makes sense, right? But then I went on to my Oak Audio natural headphone amp, and this is a solid state. This is a tube amp, and that's a solid state. And I believe having just a external amplifier to drive these makes these much better than I originally thought they were. So when I first got these in 2017, I used the Audio Quest. I listened to some music on Spotify, not even premium at the time because I was poor. I'm still kind of poor. So I did not have Spotify premium. I do now, but I didn't. So I was listening to, well, very lossy music files, and using a portable DAC amp USB stick to listen to these, and they were okay, not great, so I put them away. Now I came back, I used some higher quality music files. I'm actually using the Fostex to decode DSD music files, and I've just fallen in love with DSD, but that's for another video. So basically I'm using lossless music files. I am using a separate amplifier, the DAC chip in the Fostex, and a separate amplifier, the Oak Audio here, to drive these MT5s, Yamaha MT5s, and they truly have just shined. The detail, the soundstage, all opened up. This is just great. Okay, so thank you for listening to this. I hope you can consider this in the future, and have a great day. My phone is overheating, so I have to shut it down now. Bye-bye, everyone.